Hey, hi all. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, what we are going to discuss is one of the famous Oracle SQL interview questions called how to process the incremental load using the merge statement. This is one of the famous interview questions for the data engineers. So this every data engineer must have to know. Okay. In today's video, we'll see how I am going to give a solution for this. Okay. So before we go to the solution, okay, so we must know what is incremental load. Many of the data engineers definitely they knows this is completely for the beginners who they don't know about this incremental load. Okay, so incremental load is nothing but okay, it will process only new or updated record which needs to load into the target table. The data needs to fetch from the source table. Okay, so let me tell you an example. Okay, so here I have two definitions, two tables. One is called source table, another one is called target table. Okay, so in my source table I used to get all incremental loaded record, which means from the source system newly updated or inserted records. Okay, so this target table, which is nothing but is the key table in my data warehouse. Okay, so whatever the data I'm getting from the source table, that should be merged with this target table. Okay, so once this is merged, okay, so finally I have to get a output like this. See, if you see the data, okay, in the source table we have three columns: ID, name, and email ID. In target table also we are having the same. Okay, but if you see the data, ID number 1, ID number 3, this 2 is available. Okay, if we come to target table, so here also we have ID number 1, ID number 2. Okay, so now we need to update or insert the record from source table to target table, which means this ID number 1 record is already available in the target table. Then in that case it should update the latest name and email ID from this source table to target table. Okay, and if you come to ID number 3, which is not available in the target table, this supposed to be insert into the target table. That is the objective of this incremental load. Okay, so once we done this operation, finally we used to get the output like this. If you see ID number 1, initially it's available with a name called Alice, but once it's updated, it's come with the latest records. Okay, and ID number 3 also it's been inserted. Okay, so that is incremental load. Now I'm going to explain you, okay, how we can write a SQL for this. Okay, so let me create the tables first. Okay, okay, I have the tables already, so let me drop the old tables, target as well as source table. Okay, now both are dropped. Now let me recreate again. So completely I have recreated both the tables, and let me show you the table data. It should not be anything. See, nothing is there in the source table as well as the target table also. Okay, now I will insert the data which we need to process. Okay, so let me run everything. Now if I run source table as well as the target table, you see the source table, see we have two records, the ID number 1 and 3, okay, which needs to insert or update into the target table. If you go to the target table, and before I go to the target table, I will show you the data of source table again. See, for ID number 1, the latest name is Bob. This should be updated into the target table. And ID number 3 is supposed to be inserted into the target table, which is not in the target table data. I can show you that now. See, for id number 1 current name is alias, but it should be come as bop, and id number 3 also should be insert. Okay, so that is called the incremental load. Okay, so in order to achieve this concept, okay, in which way we need to write is, okay, so here parallelly two operations supposed to happen. One is insert and another one is update. Okay, so for this we should not write a separate insert statement or update statement. Okay, so we can achieve this in single SQL, that is called merge statement, right? So whenever we write the merge statement, first we have to tell in which table are we going to insert or update the record. Okay, on which table, using which table are we going to do this operation, then that definition we need to tell. Okay, and then based on what condition are we going to do this operation. Okay, so in both the table id columns are same, so based on the id column we are going to do this operation. Whenever these ids are matched between both the tables, then we have to say when it is matched, then we need to update. When matched, then we need to update. What are the columns we need to update? Name and email id, right? Where? To the target table. So the name should be equal to source table name. The same way, t dot email supposed to be equal to s dot email. Okay, update. Sorry, I'm doing little mistake here. Yeah, I forgot to put set. Okay, if it is matched, then we need to update. Okay, when this is not matched, then what we have to do? We have to insert, right? Then we have to insert all the columns, right? Sorry, when it is not matched, then we need to, when matched, then okay, sorry, I forgot. Then id comma name comma email we should insert, and from where we need to get the values to insert the record? From the source table. So that we need to tell. Okay, so before I run this, okay, let me show you the target table data again. Okay, this is the target table data. See, now here we have only two records. Okay, so once I run this query, this id number 1 name and email id is supposed to change, and id number 3 should be insert. Let me run this SQL again. Okay, so this is done. Now I will show you the output of the target table now. See, the existing record is being updated based on the source table data properly, and the new records also it's been inserted. Okay, so this is called the incremental process. So in the incremental process, completely we can achieve through this merge statement only. Okay, I hope this session will be useful for everyone. Okay, if anybody feels it's useful, please feel free to hit a like button, and put your comments. If you have different thoughts, always it's welcome for me. And if you are all like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit a button to get updates. Okay, and I hope everybody enjoy this video. Yeah, once again, thank you all.